All right, so as you guys know, most of the time what I'm working on is Hot Wheels. You can see I really do like Hot Wheels. But there is another brand that I do like, and that is called CarTuned. I also have shirts from them. I just not wearing it right now. But I make parts for their stuff as well. I do interiors, chassis, adjustable chassis. There's a bunch of stuff that I do and that I did when the brand first launched, and a lot of people were really into it and they couldn't find anything. So that stuff has pretty much stayed. I have all the interiors, I have all the other stuff, but they've been coming out with some new stuff lately that I've actually been really liking and I want to work on. So this is what I've been working on. This right here is the rig that they released. This was a video actually about a month or so ago, and I showed the original version, but I wanted to step up the game and make some stuff that no one else has available right now. So as you can see, there is quite a few differences compared to the stock one. This has a sleeper cab that is removable. Very cool. That is, I think, the equivalent of like a, what is it, 72-inch sleeper cab that Peterbilt came out with. This is the extended frame too, and as you can see, there's no cutting needed for the rig itself. Everything kind of just fits once you take it all apart. This is the frame itself here. So I think as of right now, I'm going to have a couple different options when it comes to buying this stuff, because I know not everyone's going to want this, which I think is awesome, but I'll get to that right now. So I think what I'm going to do is have an option where it is just the sleeper cab and the extended frame as one item, and then if you guys want all of these, it'll be another option. So I think that's what's going to happen here. But I'm going to show you some detail here. This is the sleeper cab. This has some dual pipes on both sides, which I'm also going to be adding more detail to, like some of those little vents, the little holes that you see on them. I'm not quite sure of the terminology, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Just to add a little bit more detail, a little more detail on the boxes and on the cans as well. These are the gas tanks, and they're massive compared to the original one. So this is the original gas tank, and these are mine. See, they're not as big in diameter, but they make up in length. So I think it looks pretty cool, especially when it's all sized up right there next to the entire thing. It kind of fills in that gap. And I could make it lower, I could get it, but I think it looks nice like that. So I imagine some people are gonna be picky about it, but I think it looks awesome. The exhaust, super cool. They stick out quite a bit above the cab, and I like that they are straight. Oops, sorry. And I like that they are straight up. I don't like, oh, the original one's nice, but they do have this like curve to them, and they actually have to be inserted into the actual truck itself, and I don't like that, so I changed it up. So now we got two exhausts. They're already part of the sleeper cab, so you don't got to do any other work. And as you guys can see, there's a little hole there on the bottom, and it lines up perfectly with the what is that? What would it, the frame hole? I don't know what you would call that. And so you don't need to do anything in terms of cutting or anything like that. It's all gonna fit right together. And you guys could even glue that if you wanted to make it permanent. Right now I have it just sitting there because I do plan to come up with some different options. So this is the only option for right now. But eventually I want to have more. So that's why it's just not a permanent fix or attached to the base itself. But as you can see, the base, these are the original wheels that came on the truck itself. Now these, I will not lie, are a pain in the ass to get off. I actually broke one of the front steering wheels, and the axle stuck in there, and I can't get it out for the life of me. So that is a problem. I have heard other people voice their concerns about it, so hopefully they do fix that. But I mean, they are awesome wheels, and I think they're 100% worth a fight. Look how good they look. And just so you guys know, this axle is a perfect length, so you guys don't need to do any cutting or trimming to the axles at all. They do just slide right on through, and I made sure that kept the same wheelbase and all that stuff. That way you guys didn't have to work any harder than you need to. So this is a look at the rear end of it. You can see there's a bunch of lights and reflectors and things like that, so you guys have tons of stuff to paint up. I didn't change anything on the actual cab itself. I was gonna do different visors and steps and all that stuff, but I was like, I need to get something out and released now, and I could do all the fun extra little bits later. So let me look how low it is. Yeah, granted it is missing one wheel, but it's still off the ground, if you guys can even see. So that's actually how low it is, and it rolls just like that. So I think that's super cool. All right, then moving on to my favorite part. This is the oil tanker, or the fuel tanker, or the whatever the hell you want to call it. This thing is awesome. Now, if you guys are already noticing a problem, I didn't put any axle holes in there. So that's something I actually have to fix in this video. So I'm gonna do another test print, and I'll take you guys along with me just so this video is kind of like a conclusion and what the final result's gonna look like. But for now, this is the first test print of the fuel tanker, and I think this thing is awesome. We have a little ladder there. These are vents, and there's actually a vent on the bottom too, because this thing's actually hollow. I was gonna do a solid piece, and I looked at how much it was gonna cost me, and I said, probably best to save on shipping when this thing comes out and make it hollow. But you can see on the bottom, HHW Customs 2025, designed and made in USA, and I just named this the fuel tanker. I don't know what else to call it. And you guys can see there is quite a little bit of detail here. Have the boxes here. These are the hose clamps, or hose things, whatever you want to call them, and they're on both sides. And this solid skirt in the rear, kind of like a mud flap situation, but imagine it's made out of metal. Just use your imagination. Very simple rear end, just 4 lights, 2 brakes, 2 reverse, whatever you want to do it. And of course, the 5th wheel itself, which will lock in a sense, to the 5th wheel attachment on the extended frame. You can see right there, it will drop in. And now, when you go and drag it, it'll drag with it. So I think that's a nice touch, just to make sure it all still does work. And you can see it does swivel. You do need to break it in a little bit. You can see the tolerances are kind of tight. That's what that white dust is, it's rubbing. So once you go and play around with it a bit, you'll be able to freely move it. But this also will fit the cartoon version. Not as, 100%, but it does fit it. You can see it just dropped in right there, and this thing is still able to drag. And yeah, just imagine there's wheels on there, because I know there's no wheels. But very cool. Another thing that's gonna be in this bundle, which I haven't even made yet, but I know I'm gonna make it, is that little piece right in here as a kind of lock. I know these do tend to just drop down very quick. The little bump wears out extremely quick after 1 or 2 tries, actually. So I'm going to make a little lock there. I've seen someone else on Facebook do it, but I want to offer it in the bundle because you guys are already kind of customizing everything about the truck, so I might as well give you guys something extra, so you guys can keep this in your workshop and do whatever you want with it. So I'm going to go back to the computer right now, work on a couple little details that need to be worked out, such as the axle hole, and a little piece there, and a little bit of detail here and there. But I'm going to come back when I have a final result and show you guys completely what it all looks like. All right, test print is done. This is technically my 2nd time printing this, if I can remember correctly, and I think it came out great. So this is what it turned out to be, and I think it is amazing. SleeperCab has a lot more detail to it, and of course the truck, the tanker, also has a lot of detail to it. Added quite a bit more. Let me show you guys what I did. For one thing, I added the axle holes, so that's nice. There's these hoses or pipes, whatever you want to call them, on both sides. So I think that's a nice, just a little addition, something else to paint. Ladder is on both front and rear, and the frame underneath has changed a little bit. So this actually is what would be like where you would have to prevent the sag. I don't know the name of it, like the legs that pops out, kind of goes from there to like there, and that you see when it doesn't have it attached to the 5th wheel. And look at that, it does roll nice and easy. And these are, oh, you can't see them, these are the original axles that are on the on this guy. These are the original axles that are on here, and they will fit right on in with no customization needed. You can also see HHW Customs 2025, designed and made in USA, and of course fuel tanker. I guess this is the name of this guy. I couldn't think of anything else to call it, so welcome fuel tanker. All right, next is the SleeperCab. I think probably my favorite part of this, if I'm being honest with you. Came out way better than I expected it to. All right, first off, most obvious thing you guys can see, the stacks are now, and now they have a bunch of those holes in them. I don't know the real purpose of these holes in real life, but there's a bunch of them, and it looks really, really cool. On my file, there's actually 8 of them around the little circle, and it definitely adds a little bit of texture to it. So if someone wants to dry brush those or chrome this whole thing out all together, it's gonna look really, really cool. Second thing I added was these, right by my fingernail, the little buckles on the gas tank. There's just little extra little bump out, something just to maybe paint chrome or black or something, add a little bit more personality to it rather than just plain straps. And of course, the most obvious thing is the brake lines in the rear and the divots and push-outs in the sleeper cab itself. I think this adds just another little bit of texture to it, and is going to make it look really cool. Now, another very prominent thing you'll see is the door itself has changed. Instead of having it push out and be kind of like that, where the whole thing is pushed out, I just made a pipe around the sketch that I made, so it's a square, and it just subtracted I think it's 0.5 from the actual cab itself, and it just makes that groove so much more prominent. That's also the case for this door on this side, where it has rounded edges. Just really nice little detail to make painting it a little bit, when you're painting it, make it stand out a little bit more. And of course on the cab, and of course in the back, this is also hidden, by the way. It says HHWCUSTOMS 2025 CT for CarTuned Sleeper, designed and made in USA. And that's just I actually probably should have put the Peterbilt casting on here, but for now you guys are just gonna have to remember that it only fits the Peterbilt, because I'm gonna do other stuff when there are other versions of the rigs come out as well. But I mean, look at how mean that looks. That is amazing. Let's put this all together. Look at that. That's great. I really wasn't expecting it to be this cool. I'm genuinely super excited. And it does all roll like that all together, minus this front wheel, because this is the pain that you guys don't see, is me fixing wheels every single video because of stuff like that. Like that one's broken, so I can't get a proper level on it. But there you go. Now, something I have noticed though is that this front wheel on this one is not rolling 100% of the time. You can see it stops, it picks up, it stops, picks up, and that is because it actually somehow, even though they're all on the ground, you can see there's a little bit of light through there, because I guess somehow the hole is not the same size. I'm gonna actually have to lower that one just a tiny bit to get to sit. Maybe there's something wrong with the file, not quite sure, but overall this thing is great. Overall, this thing's great. I love the way it looks. Look at it on this side too. Speaking of the file, here's a look at it. You guys can see the full thing here, all the little bits and details, and my really bad modeling process, but I make it work in the long run. So this is, I know people like to look at this stuff. I know when I first started, I would have really liked this reference. So I hope you guys also appreciate this reference photo and how everything is built, and just get a little bit of a better understanding on how everything goes together. Guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys do like this cartoon stretched frame, sleeper cab, and tanker all together. I think this thing came out amazing. And if you guys are interested in getting this set up yourselves, it is the first link in the description below, or you guys can head over to hhwcustoms.com and it will be on the newly listed tab right there. Also sign up for my newsletter, guys. This is a sneak peek. I told you guys what I was working on last week. So if you guys sign up to my newsletter, go to my website, scroll all the way down, enter your email, everything's right there, and you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek once in a while on what I'm working on. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, it really does help me out, and I will see you guys in the next video.